For being in the midst of the dog days of summer, yesterday wasn't all that bad. Yeah, it was a little bit on the hot side, but overall humidity stayed tamped down. And today we're going to see more of the same, already getting things started very similar to yesterday. Here's a quiet scene in downtown Lexington from our CHI St. Joseph Health WeatherBug camera at the 21C Museum Hotel. Fog, though, not as much of a concern as we're getting your Friday started. Skies mostly clear across much of the bluegrass. And as we head into the afternoon, we're going to continue to hold on to the same story. So on the MaxTrack Live Doppler, still coming up quiet, except closer to the Tennessee state line, where there were a handful of early morning thunder showers that tried to creep into McCreary and also Whitley counties. So those of you down near the Tennessee state line may have gotten a little bit of a rude early morning wake up call with heavy rain and also the thunder with those thunder showers. Those are now starting to fizzle out, but into the afternoon, more activity will blossom. Across the region, still coming up very quiet. High pressure still resides across Michigan. Meanwhile, there's a stalled out boundary draped across the southeast. That's what kind of led to that early morning resurgence of some of those thunder showers. Meanwhile, more organized unsettled conditions continue across the central plains, where parts of Kansas yesterday picked up over 10 inches of rain, and still more rain is expected to fall today. So the story, very similar to yesterday, is still with a stationary boundary drape towards our southeast. So across southern and also southeastern Kentucky, you're going to have a slightly better chance to see an isolated thunderstorm as we head through the afternoon. Nothing really is going to be severe, but still some of those storms could put down some very heavy rain. Gusty winds also possible. And it's also not to say that we don't see a stray thunder shower popping up across the bluegrass as well. It's going to be bubbling up to the heat of the day. Everything, though, will be fizzling once the sun sets. Looking towards your Saturday, guess what? More of the same. We're starting off quiet. Again, an isolated thunderstorm possible into the afternoon, and we'll continue that trend into Sunday as well. It won't be until maybe the late stages of next week that we start to see more organized thunderstorms developing, as we are entering another mostly dry stretch. Temperature-wise, not too bad as we're getting the month of August started. As yesterday, yes, high temperatures were running in the mid to upper 80s, and there's going to be even hotter conditions heading our way into early next week. We're going to stay pretty seasonal over the weekend, but then a surge of some hotter conditions roll in early next week. Highs again over the next couple of afternoons running in the mid 80s. Then we'll push it into the lower 90s looking towards early next week before we drop off through the mid to late stages, as we will be seeing increasing chances for showers and storms towards the end of next week again. So on tap for your Friday, it's a mix of sun and clouds. Again, a few thunderstorms possible, especially south and east of Lexington. Otherwise, it's a muggy day. 87 for a high here across central Kentucky. Then tonight, we're going partly cloudy. It stays muggy, lows back into the mid 60s. And then over the weekend, pretty much a carbon copy, as we will be seeing highs in the mid 80s. Isolated storm chases both Saturday and Sunday. Will dry out early next week, but also heated up with high temperatures in the lower 90s, but then we drop back into the 80s starting on Wednesday as we slightly increase chances for showers and storms once again. We'll have more LEX 18 news at sunrise after this.